You know, guys, I just never really took into account how dull, dark, and dreary Poboso's Mxbikes really looks. But in today's video, we are going to get it from looking like this to this. And as you guys can tell, an absolute transformation. This is a absolute must-have, must-watch video here, and it'll absolutely change your gaming experience here on Mxbikes. So stay tuned, smash that like button, make sure you guys subscribe, and let's get right into the video, boys. Do you guys want your game to go from this to this? Well, stay tuned because we have exactly how to do so in today's video. What is going on, boys? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are already not subscribed, please do so today. So, today's video, we are going to install Reshade. So, follow the link there, reshade.me. Go right up here to the website, download. Make sure you guys download this one right here. And yeah, guys, it is 2025, and I thought the game looked good enough, but boy, was I wrong. So I'm doing this with you guys right here. So as you open that download, you're going to obviously you can reshade any game. So it's a pretty cool program to have. But of course, in today's video, we are doing it on Mxbikes. So you're going to follow it through. Open GL, open it with all these default settings here. Obviously, things can get real technical really quick. This isn't going to be a tutorial on how to work every single function that's in this app and this and that, because truthfully, I got nothing for you. I am just as new as you are. And I am not good with all graphic stuff and setting things up and making my own reshade. Maybe in the future, I'll have a reshade setting that I find good, but you'll see later in this video, I am going to pretty much end up making my own here. But if you guys are not familiar with it, head on over to MXBike Shop, or MXB Mods, rather. And yeah, there's a bunch of little reshades and stuff like that over here. So mind you, we still have that window open, and we are currently looking for a little bit of reshade, maybe something that looks half decent. Really can't go wrong with something that like Reaper or something like that puts out. So I think that may be our best bet, truthfully. So we'll click on this and yeah, just kind of go from there. So now where we were in the downloads, so we'll download this real quick, and where we were is it was asking us if we had any presets already on file. So we didn't have to make our own. So this part of the video is pretty important, actually. So yeah, make sure you do download something that's going to actually act as a reshade, because if not, it's not really going to do anything to your game unless you start adjusting all the levels and kind of making your own, which, I mean, the basics isn't that bad, not that hard. But if you really want something crisp that someone like Reaper Doc has actually put time into doing, it'll save you a lot of time. So just take theirs, and if you want to adjust theirs, adjust theirs. So that's basically what I'm going to end up doing here in this video. So we download that. If Google Chrome tells you that it's no good, click it, press download anyway. There's not going to be active viruses in their files. Reaper Doc is not going to hack your computer or whoever you get it from. But yeah, so here it is. It shows us our base setting. And there you go. So we do have a preset now. And as you're setting this up, it's good to put any presets. You could also do this later on, but you're just going to then go through next. And that's basically all there is to it. It'll sit there and compile it all to your game. Press finish. And then you are good to boot up Mxbikes. So we'll boot it up. And this is my first time as well with Reshade. I thought, like I said, I thought the game looked good. And until I got this, so I've kind of been missing out, and I'm sure a lot of you have, which is why I'm making this video. So as you could tell, we have the photo mode active, which is why everything looks really wacky. And yeah. So at this point, I had to grab my other keyboard. Mine does not have a home button. So I'm going to show you guys how to rebind all that good stuff, and get ready to go. So in the meantime, I actually ended up jumping over to Kelso's Discord, and he's got a few setups on there, and I figured I'd snag his Reshade so I would have a better understanding. So if you go into settings, you can rebind the actions to when Reshade is active and what key activates this menu coming up. Usually it's press home, but as you can tell, we have it binded to E. And yeah, we threw on a Kelso preset, and you could tell the difference. But if you don't like certain things about it, we started to kind of tamper with some of the settings. So it's pretty simple. You know, you press the home key, it brings up this menu. You can rebind how that comes up. So I ended up putting mine in insert, is how I pop my menu up, and then my toggle on and off is E. So simple as that. So for activate effects is E effects, so makes sense. But yeah, so right here you could see you can individually click on and off different settings. Then on the bottom, you can actually adjust the levels that the settings are, hence making it a custom shaders program. Now, guys, I did not realize just how insane this would make my game, because if you notice, with it off, I thought it looked great, but it's just like, wow, it really turns the lights on when you click that key, and yeah, what a difference it makes. And this is Supercross, you know. I really want to see how this looks outdoors. I feel like outdoors is going to look a lot more. It's going to matter a lot more, I should say. So, yeah, here it is, default. So we're taking your game from looking like this and then clicking it on and then making it look like this. So, I mean, definitely a big difference, and that's just indoors. And it's a fairly easier than I thought it was going to be, guys. I really thought that installing the Reshade was going to be a very difficult process. Now, mind you, I'm still figuring this stuff out and getting a little custom with the settings. So I kind of took where Kelso left off and kind of added my own twist to it. So we'll say goodbye here to Supercross, and we'll head over to Motocross and see exactly how it looks when we go a little outdoorsy on it. So right here, I took his base setting and really customized it quite a bit. I sped it up to save some time, but look at how dull this track actually looks without the Reshade. I mean, you click that thing on and boom. It's just like, I thought the game kind of always looked reshaded from basically factory. But obviously, you know, Paboso, the stock Paboso stuff in this game is a little under par, and the mods community have pretty much carried this whole game, along with, of course, other influencers and streamers and stuff of that nature. But I mean, look at the textures, guys. I mean, this Reshade, you can really get crazy with it. I just kind of found a setting off of, I believe right here is Hurin MX. It's the Hurin MX one. It was in Kelso's Discord. I took that and deactivated some things of the Reshade that I didn't like, and adjusted some levels and stuff like that to make it look as nice and vibrant, but at the same time as realistic as possible. I didn't want it to be too overly saturated and kind of look a little too much. So, but yeah, you can easily get a pretty realistic feel dialed here. Of course, we're over here at Unadilla. Don't mind the riding. I'm literally fresh off of MX Simulator and pretty much forgot how to play the game, but that's not the point of today's video. I mean, the whole atmosphere of the game is like completely changes once you actually do this. And me personally, I am pretty stoked about this. I mean, the colors are popping. It's like, it made the game basically 4K. Now, mind you guys, if you guys are going to run crazy colorful reshades and stuff of that nature, keep in mind that if your PC may not be able to handle it. So if your PC is good enough to handle it, then great. But I know I was messing with some settings, and it definitely made my game a hell of a lot more laggy. And I didn't even have anybody like on with me. So it was just in testing, and I went really crazy to see how crazy I can actually get it to look. And so you guys just got to play around with it. Find a setting you're happy with, adjust some settings, play around with it, maybe even make your own settings, you know? That's probably what I'm going to do. I kind of took a baseline and then created my own off of that baseline because I was happy with a lot of the baseline stuff that Hurin or Kelso, or, you know, which I believe the one in Kelso's Discord that is on right now is a mixture between like Trojans and Hurin MX. So not exactly sure how true that is. Don't, you know, hold me to it. But Troy doesn't have his setup anywhere for his reshade, so unless I would have just copy and pasted that. So if you can get a hold of any of the content creators like Reaper Doc and stuff like that, which I did have his downloaded, if you like the way their videos look and stuff on YouTube, just go take theirs. Save yourself a lot of time, because if you want your game to look like that, it's as simple as that. If they share their reshades, you can grab them and put them right into your reshader. So yeah, gonna play around with this a lot. Just figured I'd release a video fully explaining on how it all works, how to get it, and all that good stuff. So obviously it brought a hell of a lot of life into this game, and I will definitely be playing around with it in the future. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If this helped you, please comment, and of course drop me a like, hit the sub button, and we'll catch you on the next video, boys. Peace.